Okay, so I actually bought a couple additional stair tread guides. This is made by Saker, and I gotta be honest, you're only gonna hear this probably one time because typically Saker's trash, but this one's not too bad. Okay, so let me show you how it operates. I mean, okay, the first thing I really like about this Saker, I was gonna back up because I don't want to put it in the woodpecker category, but check this out. This I really like how slim this thing goes down. See, it's fully collapsed, and the way they got it, you just get the thumb, pull it out there. So I'm gonna guess, without pulling the tape measure, I'm gonna say that this thing probably goes 48 wide. That's probably 48 wide. And this actually seems pretty tight here. My only really gripe with this, because this actually do what most people need, is this right here. So they made this out of like some type of composite. Here, you can tell on the back side. See that? So that is like your weak point right there. It's and they did slot it right there, so you can slide it back up there. So this is a win for 80 bucks. It's like 76 or 79 on Amazon right now. Yeah, I don't think this is that bad. Saker, it's like the only time you're ever gonna hear me endorse anything from Saker. All right, let me go grab the other one that I bought, and I'm gonna show you the Woodpecker. Okay, so I actually brought the card out here. Magmaniac. I don't know how to pronounce that. Let me see. Magmaniac. Is that it? Magmaniac? I do like this right here. And it does appear as though at least somebody that knows English. I always think that's funny when different time Chinese will sell stuff, and or whatever, other countries too, and they don't even understand our language. But every purchase means the world to us. We hope you're enjoying this product. Okay, here you go. Magmaniac, is that right? Okay, am I saying that right? Yes. I thought I would like this. This actually has a case. It has a bunch of these right here to where you can expand it, change the length of it. I don't like that you can't slide these in and out. And it seems like a lot of adjustment to do all this stuff. Now, it possibly is sturdier than the Woodpecker. This metal right here is approximately 1/8 of an inch thick. To break it down, it took me quite a while to put this together, and so you're gonna have the same thing putting it together each time. It just takes a bit to do that, and not any longer than, yeah, I actually would say longer than the Woodpecker. But it does come with a decent case. So does the Saker. The Woodpecker, the case sucks on it. You either have to buy a sustainer style, which I hate sustainers. I'm like probably the only person in the country that does. I like soft cases, or bags or whatever. I don't do the carts and all that, so that means nothing to me. Yeah, I do like this right here. So they're saying right here, if you add A, and a B, you're between 29.5 inches and 40.5 inches. So they got the four different combinations right down there. It looks like you can go as small as 16.2 and as large as 61 inches. So that's cool right there. But in that video you saw where I needed to, the measurement in the center This is not going to show you if you have a hump. So like if you're measuring corner to corner and the back is not flat right there, maybe that doesn't matter to you, but there again, Magmaniac. This is like almost, it's just under $80 too. It's all held together with these bolts right here, with these thumb nuts, wheel nuts, or whatever. And these are loose, so they all fall out, and then they got some nylon washers in there. So it's not bad. It's not bad for mid 70s to almost $80. I guess it depends on what you're doing. If you're doing stair treads, maybe this. If you're doing the shelves, the Stair. Let me get the Woodpecker. Let's take a look at these stair tread guides up against the Woodpecker. Alright, so we got this Magmaniac right here against the Woodpecker here. So, I mean, this is really heavy duty. Very built, very robust. This is a lifelong tool. Now, when I say that, what I mean by that is we got plastic knobs here, we got aluminum knobs. The bolts are half this, I mean twice the size here is what they are on these. So basically it's not, I'm not saying that it's going to measure any better, but what it will do is if you're on a job site and you drop it, the chances of that lasting are substantially higher than what this is. Let me grab the Stair. Okay, so let's talk about the Stair. So I got the Woodpecker below it. I'll say one thing about the Stair company as a whole. I can tell that they don't design anything themselves. They steal it from all other companies. So I just had, we got a bee coming around me. Maybe he's one of those shiny bees coming after me. I believe that this was stolen from this. I do, because I remember when I pre-ordered this, when it was coming out, all of a sudden ads started popping up for the Stair. So Stair never starts advertising anything first. They always have to have a company bring something out, then they steal their idea. The track saw guide. I had a TSO. I got the TSO, which is like the benchmark of track guides, and then I ordered the Stair one. The Stair was hilarious because it's like half the size. I got a video of all the different track guides, but you know, concerning the durability, I think like what I said, I think either the Stair, if I were to pick between the two of them, I'd probably go with the Stair. Not against the Woodpecker, but I'd probably go with the Stair just due to the fact of being able to have that back adjustment, to be able to shove this against the back, and that way if you have a crowned wall or whatever, you can actually kind of somewhat get that idea. Now you could measure it. You could take several measurements from here back and kind of give yourself an idea. That would work. That would work. The Magmaniac, that definitely would work right there. Let's talk storage. Okay, so this is how I've been storing my Woodpecker. I have this thing I picked up off Amazon for like storing like prints, architectural prints. Works way better than a dumb sustainer. I'm not a fan, if you can tell. Just give you an idea of the size of the Woodpecker compared to these other sets. They dwarf them. Either way, done talking about the Woodpecker. This one right here, nice and tidy, keeps everything separate. A whole bunch of things that you can add up as far as adjustment. I don't really know what those little things are for, but yeah, keeps it nice and tidy. Okay, what about the Saker? Saker, you can store this thing as a whole. I just fold it up, and the case is long enough. I think that's pretty cool. So I think this one does what it needs to do. It's not going to go as wide as these two, but for most people, I think that TMU stair tread guide or shelf guide is going to do. But all right, that's a video right there. Don't think that you got to spend, I don't remember what I spent for this, $300-400. Don't think you got to spend that much money to get a woodpecker. Either one of those will work. It just may not last as long as this, but maybe you don't care. Maybe you're only doing one set of stair treads. So I'm out of here. See ya.